I want to make sure people hear me, okay? So let me know in the chat that you can hear me okay. I'm using a new microphone and I'm not sure I got it all working yet. So let me know. Let me know. Let me know. You there? Oh, there's some people there. Yeah. Hey, do you hear me okay? I just want to make sure you hear me. Okay. Can you give a shout out? Good morning, Jimmy. How are you? Do you hear me? You hear me now? You hear me? Good morning. How are you guys? So do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Hear me? Hear me? Can't tell if you hear me. So somebody, just, oh, yes, great. Okay, great. That's what counts. Uh, Boy, there's a lot of things in the newspaper today. I'm going to talk about my seminar, but first of all, there's a new report out that you can get. Now the hospitals have to tell you how much everything costs. In other words, like a Band-Aid, they're going to charge you like $5,000 for a Band-Aid. You could go on Amazon and have it delivered in like an hour and it won't cost you, it'll cost you 20 cents. So that's fun. And that's now that's a law they just passed, and it's at the state levels a lot. So there's some states that are good at the data, some states are not, but something to keep an eye on. Also, I don't know if you see that people that are furloughed from the government are eligible for SNAP. This is like the assistance program for buying food, and there's like in Maryland, there's hundreds of thousands that are eligible, even if they weren't furloughed, are not applying. It's managing a program, and a lot of seniors that don't apply for this. They say about 1 out of 6 people who are eligible are not applying at all. And now, so that's 1 out of 6. I mean, I think there's 40 million that apply. So, but that, I mean, so you're talking tens and tens of millions of people, that can get an extra money to pay for groceries and not applying. And that's weird. I thought about another program that you have. It's really $200,000 grant that's going to nonprofits to get minorities in the cannabis industry. And this is at Maryland. I heard it on the radio today, and I'm searching for it. I'll get the link and put it up when I get more detail on it. And also Connecticut is giving interest-free loans to people who are furloughed. Okay, and actually, they're working with the government and banks. Interest-free loans. I guess the banks give the money, and the government's paying the interest. So that's another good source for money. See, I mean, who would have thought you could ask for? Hey, got an interest-free loan? Yeah, I don't have a job. Well, yes. As a matter of fact, it's funny you would ask. See, this is why I wear the question mark suit. And by the way, this question mark suit, pants and all, I'm raffling it off. And if you want to get a chance to win this suit, use it as a gift, as a prank, or whatever. But it's an official question mark guy suit that you could have. You go to free.lesco. I'll put the thing in here. www. Oh, where is it? Okay, www.free.lesco. Oh, I have to spell Lesco right. Lesco.com/store. And there's a free download there. And the free download is really how to get free research help. I describe Rub Starts there. It's a good report. It's about 30 pages or so, a bunch of videos explain how to use Google and not spend money. So it's a good place to start, anybody. And when you get that report, I get your email address, and we're going to have a raffle on those email addresses, and somebody's going to get a free question mark suit. But what I'm really talking about today is my seminar tonight. Okay, and this is for members of Let's Go Help. So if you go to letsgohelp.com, and that's how you could apply for members. It's only like $20 a month. And what I'm going to do tonight is what I think is probably the most important seminar I've ever done, really, on helping people learn about government benefits they're eligible for. I mean, this is stuff I've been studying for God, 40 years or more, and my mission in life, and until I die now, and I'm running on sand in the hourglass. I only got about 20 years left, I figure. But I'm now at a place, man, I never dreamed of. I've created one source, one access point. See, now you go to Google and you get a billion, literally a billion, hundreds of millions of websites for anything you're looking for in the government. And none of those websites you find in the billion have anything to do with the government. Somebody's selling you something. So what I've created now, and what you'll get and learn about tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a little plug there. I feel like old doing talk shows again. As I say in my book, that what it is, I've created one source. You're going to get two handouts. You're going to get a report that's 450 pages that you will see all the programs within a state. I'm using a sample state. So, and the websites to that sample state will all be there so you can see. And so that's a guide for you to use for the rest of your life to find help. Now, the other thing I have is another report that shows you 35 videos, and this is a quick start guide to government assistance program. So I have 35 videos, for any part of your life that you need assistance for. So these 35 videos show you, it educates you about the kind of help that is there. See, the problem is, we don't know what to ask for. See, it's not grants. You don't want a grant, tell you the truth, because see, that's a big mistake people make. Is they're going after a grant, and 80% of the free money that's giving out to people every year, there's like $204 trillion. Something about half the federal budget is given out in programs to people, individuals, cash and other things, and it's not even called grants. So that's why you're missing most of that money if you're asking for a grant. So that's what I'm trying to do, is educate people, and have a single source so people can learn. And you'll have this source. You don't have to pay me any more money or anything like that. You'll have this source. You'll have the source of all the sources of a sample state where all these programs are hidden. They're in every state. It's just I'm giving you one sample state. I do custom research if you really want me to do the research. I'm helping you to do it yourself. Okay. But the more important thing is for you to understand the value of these programs. See, that's the problem the government has. They don't tell you about the value of these programs, because you see a government program. Oh, here's the government programs. And you go to the catalog of federal domestic assistance, and they'll talk about the government program. And it'll be called something like, well, the Urban Homesteading Act. And it's something to do with housing, and you have no idea. See, what I've been doing for 40 years is reading the details of those programs. And then I do is put it in English. You want to know about the government, what did I say? Homesteading Act. You want to know how to get a house for $1. That's what that program really is. It's a way to get a house for $1. And so that's what I do to this stuff. So I say, okay, you're looking for that program. Here's where to go in your state to get a house for $1. See, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands of programs like that, but people don't realize that because they hear, I'm not a homesteader. That was back in the cowboy movies that I used to watch as a kid. I don't know, homesteaders are out there, the Indians and all this kind of stuff. That's not. See, and then another important program is the Workforce Development Program. What the hell is that? You don't have a workforce, right? You don't get, no, that's for you. And that's, I call it $8,000 to train for a better job. That's where you get that. And it doesn't matter what income you are. See, like for houses for $1, doesn't matter what income you are. The $8,000 train for a job, it doesn't matter what income you are. See, that's what I mean. We have these myths in our mind. This is all the fake news. It's not fake news. It's just right some of the time. And what we do is generalize. So, we run into a woman who's stupid and she has blonde hair, so all blonde women are stupid. No, that's stupid. That's what's stupid. So I'm never going to date a blonde. And that's why we miss so much in life. And that's what we're missing in government programs, because they're easy to make fun of. And they're a great people to hate, right? Because they're anonymous. You're an organization, not the individuals. That's why the more you get up belly to belly and realize that these people are just folks like you and I. They got a job, and their job is to give out money. I'm not going to use them because I don't know, it's illegal. No, shit, it's a law that passed. They have to give out the money. I'm going to go to Google and pay somebody money instead of having somebody give me money. Now that's stupid. The government's not stupid. You're stupid if you believe that. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to do is stop. You see, the rich people in this country, they know the difference, man. They used to hire me. I spend, charge them tens of thousands of dollars to get the stuff now I do for 20 bucks. But they're not fun to work for, man. And I feel, when they're that rich or whatever, they don't need help. It's no fun helping people who don't need help, right? Nah, I don't want to spend the rest of my life doing that. So I want to spend the rest of my life helping people who need help. Yeah, that's the joy in life, is helping other people. And I know all this stuff. So if it makes sense to you, go to letsgohelp.com, sign up. You get a link. You have to get the Zoom. We're having it on Zoom. This is where we all can participate too, but you're going to mostly listen, and you're going to get those 2 huge reports. One, and this is all free. I'm not charging extra. It's upsell. Oh, I got you in the house now. So like you go to these seminars on how to invest in real estate, and you're going to be giving them $30,000 before you leave that free seminar. That's what Trump did, right? And so he had a $30,000 program. Well, I'll show you. Join mine for $20, not $30,000, and I'll show you every government money program that he was talking about to buy or fix up property like he did in the government. And that's what I want. I feel we live in a democracy, and everybody should know. Okay, I'm a patient of Cancer Treatment Centers of America. I'm having surgery on Thursday. I had no one to stay with me for 24 hours. Yes. Oh, sorry, Cheryl. That's tough, because I think that, boy, that's one thing in the hospital situation. We need an advocate there, because you're not ready to fight or do anything. You're doing, you're under the gun or whatever. Well, email me, Cheryl. You want to stay tuned for this tonight? You could email me at Let's Go. .com, okay, because it may help you, okay. And if you don't hear from me, before this thing starts, just keep beating on this. I mean, you'll be like, hey, let's go, you dumb old guy. Whatever. I'm sorry to hear that, Cheryl, but boy, it's a minefield out there for everybody. And Cheryl got hit with cancer, and who's to say, we're not next, and that's why I think we're here to help other people, because we're all going to be in that situation. Cheryl, great. You are trying to heal. That's great. Prayers sent out to you. Great. Well, money probably helps better. and actually, I have a whole bunch of lists for people, actually cancer treatment people. There's a list I found that I share in my reports, and you'll get it in the video tonight. There's about 30, 40 sources of grants and other money, for people with cancer, to help pay bills and get by and things like that. See, that's what all this stuff, that you'll be able to take advantage of. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And I was trying to tell you that they can get your money in the hospital. I was trying to get, oh, really? That's great. They can. But again, I'm biased. It does take work, and that's the key. Everybody has to put on. You're not going to make one phone call and get a big fat check in the mail Tuesday. That happens once in a while, and they're the people I put in my infomercials. But the rest of us are going to have to work for this. Even though we said, but at least you're playing the right game. So you're not playing the right game and getting help and financial assistance if you're using Google. You play the right game when you know where the real stuff is. Google doesn't tell you where the free stuff is. Google's there to sell you something. It's great. Once I give you all the keywords and the websites and the names of organizations to use. Like now, you're looking for grants for a job. Well, you'll never find it. But now you'll know it's the Workforce Development Act. That's where you get grants for a job. But you didn't know that. And it's not even grants. They pay for it. So you call them up and ask them for a grant. They say, no, I'm sorry, we don't. But you didn't know that they're going to pay your bill. You're going to go take a training class and it's all paid for. Ta-da! So that's what's going on in our country. Yeah. And I'm trying to make sure more and more people know about it. And that's why I think this seminar tonight, David, great, it is probably the most important thing I've done. I've done thousands of these things or whatever, but it's really leading up to now, gathering all this information and knowledge I have about programs. I've written 100 books on the subject, and it sold millions and millions of copies, but it's never been like it is. Hi, Joe, haven't seen you in a while. And so tonight I'm going to show you how there'll be one source that you could have to find every government benefit that you're eligible for. And those benefits, the average person is eligible for like $22,000, $22,467 per family, per household. There's only one in the household, then you get the whole 22. And that's the way it works, okay? Yeah, it's a little complicated. Don't let, what you think are facts get in the way. Go out and find reality. Don't let whatever people see, whatever you say about government programs is probably right. You could say it's complicated. Yes. You could say it's easy. Yes. But one thing nobody tells you, you don't need a grant writer to get government benefits, because 90% of the programs only require 2 or 3 pages fill in the blanks. So everybody think, oh, I have to hire a grant. Don't. That's absolutely another stupid thing to do, is hire a grant writer before you even know you haven't seen the application. Forget about it. Maybe there's a chance in 100 that you'll need a grant writer, but you'll find that out once you get the application. Don't go around getting the application first, because 90% of them are just filling the blanks, 2 or 3 more. Hi, Michelle. I got to run. No, the government being down doesn't mean anything. It just means you won't get your phone answered for a while, but it'll be back and it'll be all. I mean, you have a life to live. If you expect to die in the next week or 2, then yes, this probably is going to affect you just a little bit, because most of the programs are open. There's just a few that are closed. So, so if you plan to be around for more than a week or 2, don't worry about it. Okay. You just have to wait and call back. They'll let you know. Okay, I'm going to take off. I got to prepare for tonight. I'm still prepared. I still worry about these things every night when I'm putting things together. Remember, 2 reports, a full hour starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, if you're not a member, you could join for $19.95 at www.letsgohelp.com. So www.letsgohelp.com. It's $20. And see, with that membership, you also get access to our closed Facebook group where I answer questions 24 hours a day. You just say, hey, I like somebody, hey, I want to start a farm. I got 2 or 3 acres. I want to make money at it. Well, that person wrote up today, and so in the Facebook, I showed him a list. Oh, there's probably about 100 sources of information or applications, 100 applications, a place to apply for about 100 different sources of money, free money, low interest loans, all kind of services for him to start in the farming business. Yeah, I too, no hiding grant writer. Right, exactly. Okay, guys, I'm going to take off. Thank you so much.